St. Francis and all the parishioners and my friends. I'm at Bethsaida where Mary was born, and this is the pool of Bethsaida where Jesus cured the man who was affected by the and he cured him here. And we have a wonderful time at Israel and Jerusalem. Thank you so much for your prayers, and I am sure you all have a wonderful time there. Hi to all at St. Francis and all to my friends. God bless you all.
After a nice breakfast here in the cafeteria, we're all out to the bus to go to St. Anne's and the Western Wall. And there goes the psalm. At arguing and presenting his case. It may help that he's God, but it also he was good at it. Here's how he would argue in a case like this. The Jewish law had commandments. One of them was that you do not do any work on the Sabbath. Another command they had was that when a baby is 8 days from birth, you have to circumcise him. What happens if a baby comes due for circumcision on the Sabbath? Which law is going to trump the other? Do you actually obey God and circumcise the baby on the Sabbath, or do you do no work on the Sabbath? So the law that won out was the circumcision. Even if the baby is the 8th day is on the Sabbath, you still had to circumcise the baby. So here's the way Jesus would argue. You say to me that I cannot make a man whole on the Sabbath, yet you are willing to make a man less than whole on the Sabbath. You are willing to cut part of his body off and make him less than whole on the Sabbath, and yet you criticize me for making a man whole on the Sabbath. Isn't that a great argument? I think that's magnificent. The fathers of the church saw something very interesting here, and I'll make it quick. Augustine and others saw this as this man is laying here for 38 years. If you do a search in the Bible for 38 years, you come up with the wilderness wandering. The Jews wandered in the wilderness for 38 years. It was a year getting to the wilderness and a year getting out of the wilderness. But for 38 years, they wandered in the wilderness. So the fathers of the church saw in this story a picture of the Jewish people who were wandering around, looking for God, trying to get salvation, trying to get into the promised land and unable to do so. The two pools represent the 2 tablets of the law. The 5 porticos represent the 5 books of Moses. They are living under the shadow of the law which condemns them. They cannot find healing or health or deliverance from the law by themselves. They lay there sick and crippled. The Jews cannot get their salvation by the books of the law alone. They are under oppression, under the shadow of the law, and cannot get saved. Jesus comes along, and what does he do? He says, take up your pallet and walk. Jesus comes, and he heals the Jews. He is the way for the Jews to be saved out from under the law by the grace of God. This is how the fathers of the church understood this story.
Oh, family, we're just having such a blessed experience, and we're praying for you and wish you could be here. Hope you're watching it. I'm going to notify you. Anyway, this has just been an incredible experience. So much prayer. Hello, we're having a great time.
So why are we looking at a temple, the wall of the temple? Is it the temple destroyed? The answer is that's not part of the temple. What happened was, when Solomon built his temple, there was a mound up there. And the mound was like the western wall. See how tall it is? There's Jews here praying. And this is our group coming on up to the wall to pray. So just be bold, just walk right up and pray. And after starting so early in the morning, everyone was still in great spirits. We returned back to the Notre Dame for a great lunch with everybody, and then they scattered all over Jerusalem. It's a free afternoon to see things they want to go out and explore on their own. And then at 5 o'clock we had a great Holy Shroud exhibit, and we're going to meet back at dinner at 6:30. It was a great day for everyone today.